Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
We're not generalizing here. Hindi ho namin binubuo lahat. Hindi po namin sinasabi ngayong gabi na lahat ng artista ay hindi bagay sa politika. There are always exceptions. May inherent advantage 1,000,000%, and there's a framework for that. If you'd like to hear more about that framework, marami tayong examples, no? Depende sa tinatakbuhan yan, depende kung sino kalaban. Hindi po nagbabago ang ating methodology. Alam po natin that in campaign strategy, in political persuasion, we really follow three specific frameworks, no? Ang unang-una diyan, ATC. Ano ba yung ATC? Yan yung Bible, yan yung holy commandment of running an election. It's very simple. ATC is awareness to choice. You have to go from awareness. The first battle is awareness. You have to make people know, sino ba yan? Diba? Sino yan? And then, to follow yung to choice. Bakit ko siya bobotohin? Bakit ko siya pipilian? Obviously, pag artista ka, lamang na lamang ka na. 50%. Sabi nga ni G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half the battle. It's very true, no? Awareness to choice. When people are aware of you, that's half the battle. It's easier now to just tailor or to engineer, that's the word I will use, no? Engineer the messaging para piliin ka. The next one, yung aking familiar na sa inyo to, yung 4M, yung aking 4M methodology, man, message, machinery, and money. Yun po that's what I call the four-legged stool that an election campaign stands on. Pag artista ka, the man part, easy na. Because yung care attributes na yan. Care is charisma. Obviously, pag artista ka, may charisma ka. A is attractiveness. Hindi ka naman magiging artista kung wala kang kagandahang lalaki o kagandahang babae. R is relatability. Dahil sa mga different roles na ginagampanan mo, minsan ikaw yung ape, minsan ikaw yung mahirap, yan yung mga pelikula, yan yung mga roles mo. People are somehow able to relate to you. And E is the ability to be extemporaneous. And of course, as an artista, you're used to giving lines on the fly, so to speak. So, pwede kang magtalumpate on the spot. Nakatulog ka sa auto, biglang gigisingin ka na lang. May mga tao na dyan, magsalita ka. As an artista, you're used to that. So, they have all the inherent advantages. They can switch it on, much like a politician should and much like a politician does. Pag nandiyan na yung fans, biglang na sila, di ba? They'll switch on. Yung messaging, madali. Because artista yan, you just tie into a role. Ano ba yung pinakasikat niyang role? Kung ang pinakasikat niyang role, action star, get it done-ness, you'll just tie into that. Kung ang role niya, mala FPJ, inaape na maghihigante, social justice, you tie into that. The machinery is your fan base. Dami mong fans club. Dami mong mga Facebook pages na nakadedicate sa'yo. Meron ka mga automatic volunteers dahil artista ka. So, it's so easy for a showbiz personality. In fact, kung i-broaden pa natin yung definition, no? Tignan natin ang Senado. You think of senators like Senator Lauren de Garda. She has that same inherent advantage because she's a broadcast journalist. You think of former Vice President Noli de Castro. You think of these types of people, no, who have that inherent advantage. So, yun ang kaya madali. Kahit na gaano kasikat ka artista, and we've seen this in the past. Number one, ano yung tinatakbuhan mo? Yun ang pinaka-importante. We've seen Senator Robin, number one senator, is an outlier. Definitely, wow, once in a lifetime. What a phenomenon, di ba? Tumalon from having no elected position, nag-number one senator. Pero usually, pag sa local elections, pag binangga mo yung isang mayor na talagang antibay ng makinarya, kahit yung mga sikat na artista, hindi na nanalo. You have examples like Richard Gomez when he ran for the Senate, hindi nanalo. Mayor Isko, when he ran for the Senate, didn't win either. And so on and so forth. So, hindi siya assured. Meron din tayong tinatawag sa industriya namin, FCTP. Fading career, try politics. Diretso ka na sa politika. A lot of these former showbiz personalities can still revive their fan base quite easily. Kaya, madali. Kaya yung pagkampanya, yan ang golden season for the stars of the 80s and 90s. Nagbabalikan yan, dami racket. Dadali mo yan sa kampanya, sa roadshow, ganyan, sa mga probinsya. Nako, kinaguguluhan pa rin. Very, very specific example. In this election, I don't think so, brother. I don't think even the pinakasikat na artista na will have a difficult time if si Ginoong Salvador, and mabuhay po kayo, sir, for all of your contributions to Philippine cinema. You are indeed one of the finest actors to ever grace our showbiz landscape, and my God, iconic films and roles. But sir, this might be the wrong election to run in. Not 25, boss. You're only looking at maybe at best 2 to 3 new entrants, because all of them will be dominated in this election in particular. Baka masyado kong hinihimay itong particular example na to.
Hindi, okay lang, go. Masikip ngayon.
Napakasikip. Siguro 2-3 na lang yan. Kasi isipin mo pa lang yung re-electionists. Isipin mo yung mga natalo na nangandidato for higher office na natalo. Magse-senador yan. So essentially, you're just looking at 2 to 3, I'm being generous, maybe 2 to 3 new faces, if at all. And syempre, if you look at the surveys, you already know, may idea ka na kung sino itong mga new faces na to. It's a great template, no doubt, but I will say what I mentioned earlier. Maybe perhaps Robin Padilla, Senator Robin, the #1 senator in the land, was really a once-in-a-lifetime blue moon phenomenon that was able to do that. Probably the closest example we can think of in recent memory was ang yumaong FPJ, the King of Philippine Cinema. Pero tignan mo naman ang gravitas ni FPJ, 'di ba? Tignan mo naman, iba 'yon. Talagang 'yon, King of Philippine Cinema 'yon, na tumakbong bilang pangulo, na marami pa ring naniniwala na siya nanalo. Hindi natin alam. Another topic for another day. A lot of people still believe that he got more votes, no? And then Senator Robin, but you have to imagine that Senator Robin had more channels to be seen, to be visible, as compared to the recent exposure of Philip Salvador. So maybe in any other election, Sir Philip, Boss Ipe, maybe in any other election or local election, boss, malakas kayo dyan. Good chance. Pero kung pagiging senador, 25, good luck, sir. That's medyo pader mataas na pader ang sinusubukan ninyong tarikin. We do know that Philip Salvador is an avid Duterte supporter. Meron siyang fan base kahit papaano. You add those factors. Pero sa sobrang sikip, 17 million po ang magic number, at least in our agency, no? If you want to gain a seat in the Senate, you're looking at a minimum of 17 million. So you have to now do the math. Tignan mo, yung mga allied kay dating Pangulong Duterte, nakakuha ba sila ng, of course, not counting the Bongos and not counting the Senator Batos, but based purely on the Duterte halo, is that enough to get 17 million votes? At wag po natin kakalimutan, electoral position is a 4-legged bench. It's man, it's message, it's machinery, and money. Hindi ho biro ang resources, ang investment needed upang makapag-stage ka ng isang nationwide campaign. Talagang kakaiba po ang resources.